Welcome to the Morning Talk with LENORA. Morning Talk. Morning Talk with LENORA. Hi, good morning, and welcome to the Morning Talk with LENORA. It's Monday, and made it through the weekend. It was a great weekend. Here, it was absolutely beautiful on Sunday. It was like 70 degrees. Well, today it's supposed to be like 56 and even colder in the morning tomorrow. But anyway, I was feeling spring. Yesterday it was so good. I'm like, got on my spring colors, but I also got on a jacket. Who knew? But it was a great weekend, needless to say. I did go to church, and, it was a good day at church. We actually, we're still doing a series on diversity at my church, and we watched the movie, a thing that God has made. I am saying this so wrong. It stars Mos Def, and it's about the blue babies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I will make sure I have it in the comments because I want to make sure I get it right. A thing that God's made, or I'm so bad. My memory's, it's like too early in the morning. So, like forgetting. But it was great. We actually had a discussion about it, and I do go to a church that is multicultural. So, they really celebrate diversity, and we try to understand each other. So it's quite a pleasure, and I enjoyed the movie. I've seen it before, but it was good watching with people who had never seen it. So it was great. Most Def did this most different thing. He was very good at it. I'm drinking my tea. So good. You know what? Speaking of tea, I read this thing over the weekend. And it was entitled, "You Are Not Everyone's Cup of Tea." I thought that was like perfect. And it started off by saying that the world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, no matter what you try, will simply not like you. But the world is also filled with those who will love you fiercely. The ones who love you, they are your people. And it went on to say that don't waste your finite time and heart trying to convince the people who aren't your people that you have value. Okay? They will miss it completely. They won't buy what you're selling, and they don't try to convince them to walk your path with you, because you will only waste your time, and your emotional good health, you're not for them, and they are not for you. You are not their cup of tea, and they are not yours. Isn't that like cool? It's like, I have to sneeze. Unexpected. Isn't that cool that sometimes you wonder, I don't think I did anything to this person. Why are they treating me this way? Or, why don't they like me? Or why aren't they buying my book? Stuff like that. But, everybody's not your people. Sometimes people need to hear it's okay to be who you are, and that everybody's not going to get you, and everybody's not going to understand you. But that shouldn't stop you from doing and being who you are. There are people who are people pleasers. Personally, I try to be very diplomatic myself. But, I also realize that for whatever reason, people may not, take to me or, are part of what I'm trying to do here either. So, but, you have to find your own happiness and define things for yourself. And, I'm finally embracing who I am. And even though it took something very catastrophic in my life to start to live again, or to live the way I want to live, or to live, period, that is what I'm doing. So I want to say to anyone out there who's, maybe having a similar battle, that do not let the opinions of others deter you, because they're merely opinions. And, sometimes you don't know where the opinions come from, You really don't know what people think about you. When my Jonas moment, one of my jobs when I worked, I was called staff development. And I was staff development at a nursing home. And basically one of my jobs was, I handled orientation and, I did a lot of things for new employees when they came in, kept up with educational needs for the staff, drug testing. I did that. I was the liaison between nursing administration and the staff. So, the staff would come to me about things, and if I would, when I'm in meetings and stuff, I would represent them. I did that at 2 nursing homes, and one of the largest was a 4-unit nursing home. So it's like 40 beds per unit. It was like over 140 some beds, and I was staff development for this facility. Well, one of the things that the administration wanted to do for the nursing staff was to elect a nurse of the year. They thought it'd be, you need perks like that. So I was part of the committee to go from the staff out to the staff members and actually collect the ballots. I walked around with ballots, and I never saw who they voted for. We were part of. I don't think I was part of the count, but anyway, I collected it, and I think like the director of nursing and other people, but that was my part. So I walked around and I tried to make sure that I got every employee on different shifts. I tried, come in early morning, get the night shift, stay over to get evening shift and day shift, and I walked around and got everybody's vote. So finally the day came for us to elect the nurse of the year. I had no clue because that wasn't part of my job. So anyway, we're all in the room, and and I'm like, hey, I was like excited to be part of the process. People don't get recognized, and I was like really excited to be a part of this because as long as I've been working there, I don't think they had ever done that in a while. So anyway, I'm there. We're all in there, and like the charge nurses, and from the different units, and social work, the nursing administration, and me. And so they announced the winner. The winner was me. I was so shocked. I really was. The staff voted for me. And I was voted Nurse of the Year. They gave me a plaque, which is hanging on my wall. I was going to take it down. I was like, that might be, a little tacky. Maybe people don't want to see it. But, yeah, but I was voted Nurse of the Year. And I'm telling that because I just did what I did, but those are my people. And, I don't know if I ever thought otherwise. I never felt any negativity or anything like that. I enjoy what I do, and I always enjoyed teaching, and I also being able to have a hand and to bring some kind of cheer and happiness, because nursing home work is very hard. I mean, the outcome and the point that you're doing it, to take care of the elderly is so wonderful. But the work itself is very hard to provide adequate, total care to this population. But it does bring me so much joy. But the staff does work hard. So it was, it blew my mind. I mean, I cried. I was just so taken aback. I had no idea that they chose me. So, nursing provides all kind of memories and all kind of things that happen along the way. Well, that was one of the sweet moments that I had in nursing. And, for a while, I actually hung it on my wall. Now I have it hanging on my wall. So, I'm proud of that. Well, I would tell you about my spring colors. Orange is another one of my favorite colors. Well, I just got this yesterday. It just made me feel all spring. I even started spring cleaning. I am so proud of myself. Because I'm feeling better to do it. I was cleaning out my pantry. I got a little pantry. And my spices. And when I got done with it, I know it's like, it's like so menial to somebody. But let me tell you, a year and a half, a year ago, I couldn't do that. I didn't have the energy to do that. And it's like I cleaned out my cabinet. Like, y'all just don't understand. Or I organized my little makeup table in my bedroom. And I got the brushes. And it's so beautiful to look at. So, that's all from today. I hope you have a great Monday. I hope my orange brightens your day like it's brightening my day. This is LENORA saying, have a great Monday. And once again, as always, it's been a pleasure talking with you today. So I'm going to say toodles.